What? How'd you do this?
I took the original cost.
You took the original cost of $35.
Yes.
Okay.
And I multiplied that by the percentage, which is 7%.
Which is?
I used 0.7.
0.7. Beautiful. And
then
you
I
got?
24.5.
24.5. So you're paying $24.50, not including taxes. That is absolutely correct. So you multiply by the portion that you want. So if I wanted to know what 70% of something is, I mean, it's even in kind of in the words, right? I want to know what 70% of 35 is. 70% of means multiply. 35 equals my total. It's what I'm looking for. So fantastic job.
70% off. So
It's not two F's, it's one F.
Yeah, I did off though.
Okay, that's why someone said, is it of or is it off? And it is of the original cost. But everyone understands, right, that if it was of, we're good?
Yeah.
Do
Okay.
stores do that to make you like?
They'll do that sometimes to mess with you.
Like
But,
with our head. That's cool.
and then you get to the end, like, it's supposed to be this much. It's like, no, it's of.
That's not
But
And then
anyways,
you have the giant signs. They're like 80% off, and then at the bottom, like this big, it's like up to.
up to 80%. Like the whole rack is, it's like up to 80%. Like, ah, shake my fist at you. So, good. I'm glad that you guys understand that and remember that. Because that's actually the way we find portions and parts of things. Okay? Because now we need to move on to our lesson, which is we're still working with circles. And what we're going to be working with are these things called arcs, which you already know what our arc is, correct?
Yeah.
And as well as sectors. Does everyone know what a sector is? If you don't, let's talk about what that is. A sector is simply a slice of pizza. So if I've got a circle and I want to know about this piece right here, that, my friends, is a sector of the circle. Okay? That is a sector of the circle, what's shaded in there. And I know it's not really shaded, but you know what I mean by shaded. What's that?
Will it always be two radiuses?
You have to.
Radii?
Yeah, it's got to be. It has to be. A sector is simply a slice of the circle. So think about a piece of slice. It could be a small slice, a big slice, whatever it is, but you will always have two radius in there. It has to be from the center.
Just because I was looking at homework and I was like, oh, this should be easy enough. Unless that isn't the center point.
Okay? So, questions on that?
No.
All right, cool. So how does this work? Let's say I do have a circle, and I'm trying to set up some sprinkler system. And I know that this has to be, let's say, someone give me a degree here. 50? Sounds good?
Yeah.
And I've got a radius of maybe 7. Okay? So I want to find out how much area this sprinkler is going to spray my yard. Okay, it's got a 50-degree angle that it sprays at, so all of this area is what's going to get. Oh, that's funny. It looked like $1 now. Undo, undo. So let me use a different color. Let me use my highlighter. Okay, so I want to know this portion here. I love the green. Okay, so I want to know what area that is. Okay, so we're going to take the same concept as the bell work. Just keep it simple. Yeah? Don't try to make this, not trying to make this tough. So here's what I know. I know that a whole circle is simply pi radius squared, yeah? So that means I'm going to have, in this case, 49 pi. Now 49 pi is the area of the whole circle. But I don't want the whole circle. I want a portion of it, don't I? How much of it do I want? I want 50 degrees. So here's the magic key right here. Kind of like the percentage of. Here's where I'm going to multiply what I want of the circle. And I want 50 degrees out of
360.
out of 360. And guess what? Just do it. Clean it up. So this is really 50 times 49 pi over 360. And I'm just going to use some of those nice tools. Those zeros can kind of do that bit. 5 times 49. It's going to be, what, 250 minus 5, so 245. 245 pi over 36. Does 36 go evenly into 245?
No.
No, but then there you go. You're done. Glowing kisses. That's sweet. Yeah?
trying to like write and just.
What did I say about writing
I'm
and
sorry,
listening?
I'm sorry. Sorry, I apologize.
You can't do two things well. You can only do one.
I thought I could do it, but I couldn't.
See, that's why DeAndre has to stop chewing his gum to talk. Right, Durdis? Durdis? Sorry, Durdis? Durdis.
Dirty relationship.
That was low.
What I did? No. Don't repeat.
They heard it.
Now, of course, everyone needs to understand that if this is not one of the solutions that is provided for you, let's see here. Actually, you know what? Let me see.
It's like 21.83.
How much?
21.83.
Let's go with centimeters squared. Okay. Questions on that?
No.
Easy, huh? So what? Do you need to see it again? Durdis?
This desk needs to be cleaned out.
Okay, so let's do this. Got another circle. Oh, that's horrible. Shut up. Don't hate on my circles, man. Okay, circle. We want to do torture you. 85 degrees. And we're going to do, we'll call this a radius of 6 inches. Okay? So we are looking for, oops, that's not what I wanted. We're looking for this piece here. So, how does this go about? So 36 pi is the whole circle, but I only want 85 out of
360.
bam. Shebang. So 85 times 36 pi over 360. Looks like 36 goes into 360, doesn't it?
Yes.
So this becomes like 85 pi over 10. So this would be 8.5 pi. Something like that. That doesn't look like a 5 at all. There we go.
I was checking because I accidentally put pi, so it was like this big one, but they're the same.
Cool beans. You alpha beta. You have to learn. You have to learn the. You have to learn the whole. Betas.
Dead.
Yeah, you gotta make a beta.
Does that say 8.5 or 8 times 5?
8.5 pi.
I'm sorry, I can't.
Hey, Brandon, do you think some pieces of your hair are more important than the others?
What?
Get it? Because they're not all in the ponytail?
No, because she only highlighted some of them.
Yo, what?
That was a bad joke.
That was really bad.
That was good. Thank you.
That was a
That
dad
was a dad
joke.
joke.
A dad joke is a bad joke.
I feel like that was an uncle joke because it was really bad. Wait, I'm not good.
Wait a minute, you cut your hair.
No, I didn't. It's just up.
You need to cut your hair like that. It looks good. Like a Melina?
Just use
What's it called? The
With just these hairs?
You want her
no,
to
the
put
bob. The bob cut? Is that what it's called? The bob? Do the
So
bob.
it's God, everyone said ew.
Is that like not the style right now?
No.
Okay. Don't cut your hair. You don't want people to shun you.
Oh, I thought they were calling me ew.
My
I was
mom
like,
is
well,
a
damn.
40-year-old secretary and she has a bob.
Who?
My mom is a 40-year-old secretary and she has a bob.
See, that makes sense. So,
Let's move on.
I'm gonna get a bowl.
Like, so.
Questions on sectors. Question, do we need to do any more sectors?
Oh, these are called sectors. What if I get
Those
a
are
bowl
sectors. Huh?
What if I get a bowl cut? Oh my goodness. A dreadlock.
Okay,
I was
sir.
actually thinking about it.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, like, would they have that? Would they highlighted the outside area instead of just?
They couldn't do that to you. So be careful. Yeah, watch out. Because what they'll do, they'll be like, so they might do something like circle, and they'll do this, and they'll be like, oh, this is, I don't know, 98 degrees, radius of 5, and they'll be like, what is the major sector? Or what's the major piece? Or they'll shade the other side of it, and they gotta kind of do the math and sit there, do it, and all that good stuff. But yeah, they'll do. Where they ask you for this piece of it, definitely.
So the process is the same?
Same thing. It's still what's the area and how much of it do you want? What's the whole area and how much of it do you want? Okay? Is that simple? Explained simply enough? Because I could try to show you what the the other form is, and it's not very cool. Okay, so let's do this. You ready? That's horrible. That's what I get for going the other way. I never go the other way. Let's call this. I can't even think of numbers right now.
14.
38 degrees sounds good to me, and we'll go 7, because I like 7. Now, so I don't want the sector here. What I want is the length of this arc. Not how many degrees are there, but what is the length of that arc? Because obviously, how many degrees are in that arc? 38. So the question is, what's the length of that arc? Okay, I think you already have enough information to try to figure that out. So I'll give you guys about 30 seconds. Okay, 20 seconds. And go.
Wait, I'm still drawing this.
Okay.
Length. What is the length? Length of that arc. Oh, it's not working! Why not working? Okay, good. It is working.
Okay, got it.
Woo! Scared me there.
I don't know if this is right, but.
I think it's a little behind.
No, it's not right. Well, these calculators don't.
It's above
Elevator music.
like the carrot.
Oh, well, look.
Oh, like,
I think I know how to do it. I got it.
Did you sign up for a college?
Who needs college?
Because some of it is for a college.
they just answered it in class.
That's responsible.
What are you calling?
Some college thing they call it for Ashley.
Okay, I think I got it.
They ended it.
Good. I was about to say something again.
So they literally called her like so many times in a row, and it's like,
All right, time to get a volunteer.
I can say it. Volunteers should do. I don't think it's right, but.
I'm just trying to give her education right now.
Here we go.
Oh. I want to volunteer. I don't care. I volunteer.
Oh, look, Curtis. Oh,
Dang it.
oh, that's so romantic.
She's not here.
I volunteer as trivia. I volunteer as trivia.
Mr. Munoz.
What?
She volunteered
It's
first.
fake. Curtis and DeAndre
Their
right next to each
names
other.
are right next to each other.
Huh?
It's meant to be.
What'd you come up with, Giselle?
I got 3.8.
How? It looked good. The numbers came to me in a dream. What'd you do?
I didn't do anything yet.
Can I say what I did?
No, we want to share.
I want to share. That's good, because I used to don't do this.
You used to don't do this?
I usually don't.
Well, see, there's three of you guys. I don't know who raised their hand first, so.
She
I
did.
heard you.
I saw her first. You did it second.
Okay, go then.
Woo! Okay, so I don't know if this is wrong, but I'm just gonna give it.
That's okay. That's what we want. Then we can talk about it.
So since the radius is 7.
Since the radius is 7.
I did the circumference of the circus. Circumference of the circle. So I found the circumference of it.
So you got 14 pi?
Yeah, and then after I did that, I did what you said, like how you had to percent of. So I multiplied by. No, not that. I multiplied by 38 to get 30% of the full, like the.
But it's not.
Is it 38% of the circle?
It's not. No.
So, but I set the proportion. So I did 14 pi, which to make my life easier, I made it 43.9
Okay.
over 360, because there's 360 degrees for the whole circle, equals x, which is what we're trying to find, over 38, which is how many degrees that arc is.
You said you wanted this easier?
It gets the same.
Yes.
I got 4.64.
Yes.
Yes.
That works.
Cool.
Is there an easier way?
Just do what we did before. 38 degrees out of 360
Oh, really?
times 14 pi.
Oh.
I made things harder.
Exactly the same thing. Yeah, I was like, that works.
It's 4.64. That's what I got when I solved it anyways.
Okay, but what made you look at that and go, yes, that is so much easier than anything I could have done?
Well, I didn't think that would be the right way of going about it, so I just did a proportion.
You go, girl.
What? She took, that's 14 times pi.
Yeah. It truncated it.
So she made this into some type of ratio, which is fine. So this is, I'm trying to make sense of your ratio here. So this is total degrees. Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, that's exactly.
Oh, cool.
Your ratio's right, because this is what you have. This is the total one right here, right? This is the total fraction. This is the partial fraction.
Yes.
And what you have at the top is the arc lengths, the arcs, and then down here is the degrees.
Yes.
So definitely, yeah, that would work as well. But you can also stick to what I did. Keep it simple.
Wait, what's
Can you show your waist?
Is it the,
I did. It's right there.
it's the circumference times the.
Yeah, it's the circumference time what portion you want out of 360. So, how do you find circumference, homie? Okay, may I get rid of most of this? Because I need to do it one more time. The circumference of a circle is 2 pi r. The radius here is 7. So this is 2 pi 7, which makes 14 pi. So that's the whole distance around. We don't want the whole distance around. We only want the sector that is 38 degrees out of 360. So you multiply. So this will be 38 times 14 pi over 360. See, we can start kind of simplifying. Half this, what's half 38? 1519. And then half of this one would be 180. Sha. Divide by 2 here, that's 7. That would be 90. Does 7 go into 90? What about 19? No?
What?
Okay, so what's 7 times 19? 140 minus 7, 133. 133 pi over 90. You know what's bugging you too. Questions on that?
It's still a little bit blue.
What blue? I'm gonna assume this is learning right now because he just got like.
We're just waiting for the next question.
Do I need to do another one?
No, but are we going straight on number?
Wait. Dude, Christmas.
That's not Thor, that's DJ Khaled.
I like the word better. Okay, while you're waiting,
Oh,
look
yeah.
at this picture of me when I had.
Oh, that makes sense.
What?
Look at this picture of me when I had cornrows.
Yeah.
You messed up the same way.
Which one's you? Okay, you have to show me the same duck face. Because I think that's you. Do the same duck face.
I don't know how I did it.
I think that's you.
It is me. It's such a me.
I see the duck face. You gotta do the duck face too.
Ooh, stop it. Ooh. I'm not okay with this.
It's called the skeleton hand.
Ah, that's you!
You've done all your fingers except my middle one. So like.
It looks good, I like it. We're good? This one? Move on?
What the
Huh?
Okay, we do it.
Yeah, someone wasn't done copying it.
Oh, yeah. That was freaking cool. Bree, let's join hands.
Okay.
What?
This is great. I like this.
Shut up, yeah.
You guys are having the time of your lives for
Yes. I'm so freaked out.
Okay, find the length of the arc, please.
It's 8 the radius.
Chills.
The length? Is 8 the diameter or the radius?
Yes, Baish.
Is that a 180 degree angle?
What do you think?
Assuming yes, but I.
Why would you assume that, Baish?
You didn't write up there, so I'm just asking.
If it's
What notation tells you that it's halfway through?
because it's crossing through the center point. So
Welcome
what
to
is
geometry class, Baish.
so what is 8? The diameter or the radius?
If it was a diameter, it would be centered. But it is not.
But it's in red.
If it was a diameter, this 8 would be centered at its length.
Okay. Okay. Gracias.
Just a tip too, because they do that with the drawings.
Okay.
Those numbers are usually centered. What's up?
You want these in terms of
No, I want them in radians. Just kidding.
Say what? Yeah, I just make Cecilia laugh. Yeah, what is my line? She said, that's
John,
How dare you?
you bad.
We should have a bad noodle chart. Or noodle chart. Noodle star. Whatever.
Oh yeah.
I'm a good dude.
We should have one of those charts in this class.
You guys need a noodle chart?
Shut up, Devin.
Yeah, then we can't.
Be nice to my friend.
Yeah, I don't want leftover ideas.
I have a good noodle.
Yeah, because look. You know how this is?
You're not a Mormon.
I am more man than you will ever be.
Wanna be. Show me your template then.
16 pi, right? That's
Your bar
times 180 over 360. Which,
Why are we-
don't even do this because 180 over 360 is 0.5.
I think it's 100, but yeah.
This is more of an under.
Okay, so 1/2
The
times
whole body.
16.
Yeah, I know.
8 pi.
I'm squaring it. This area. Yeah. So.
Like, how does she? Did you say Brandon? It sounded. It's not even right. How's it right?
Well, you do doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I got 32 pi.
But
I swear to God, I did. Look at
can I ask how you got that answer?
Say no.
Because I got like 402 and then I got this answer. So it's
Mr. Munoz, Devin, help me.
I made it up.
That's
Wait.
They want to.
No.
Either way, you
I'm hoping that people would call me on it. That's
Yeah, I was calling you.
good.
That's what all of us get.
No, some people started writing it down.
Wait, so is that wrong?
Yeah, it's, exactly.
Wait, Mr. Munoz, Devin got 32 pi
I
though.
did. I was really confused.
I don't know if it's right, but he got 32 pi.
I think you did 64 pi.
Okay, hold on. Now, wait, what did you
He
get?
squared 8. It's 25.132.
Okay, that makes more sense. Because here we have 2 pi r, so that should be 16 pi divided by 2, so it should actually just be 8 pi, which is about 20, a little bit more than 24. Beautiful. 25 point what?
No, 1.
I put them together.
Can we leave it in pi though? That is
Yeah, this is accurate. Guys, the other thing you need to know is that this answer right here is exact. Once you go to the 25, 1, 2, 3, or whatever that was, that is now estimated. What?
132.
Oh,
1327 to be exact.
No, I was doing the thing for the
I
battery.
tried writing an 8.
Edith,
I don't know how.
remember what you said? That's the estimate. That wasn't.
And to be exact on what my calculator gave me, I was rounding when I said 132. But it was
Is it wrong to put 8
13274.
pi or pi 8 on 8 pi?
No, it's just
What did I
numbers.
say?
But it looks more appropriate to do 8 pi than pi 8. But pi 8 is totally acceptable. It's just like bad grammar. Like ain't seen word kind of thing.
So it'd be fine.
But there's nothing wrong with it. Because multiplication is commutative, you still get the same answer. Alright, cool. Any questions?
I just like, give me a.
Sweet, then we're done. Yeah, sure. Another one like this one? Exactly the same but different?
Exactly like that.
Yeah, can we go on to the homework?
Where it's another half?
The homework is?
Yes.
I'll just change that to 10 then.
Another one.
It's 5 pi.
Ah, yeah, it's 5 pi. No, just kidding, it's 10 pi.
No.
Oh,
Sin
that's
pi.
okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's 61.
61
Oh,
pi.
what?
Oh, I didn't want the
Is that a
number.
4?
Can we just go to her homework?
Yeah, you'll get to do a few more. No, let me do one more. And do you want it to be the half of the circle still? How about we do this? How about we do this?
I just don't want to.
Let's go with this one.
Is there a number that sounds like
Okay.
Oh, 90 degrees.
Sin pi? Is it like sin?
Couldn't you just.
It's 3 pi.
That's close
sin
enough.
pi? Yes. Sin pi.
Sin pi.
Okay.
XO, rar. Hashtag
It's 0. Oh my gosh.
I think we all had a face.
This is, okay, I'll read it. Find the area of the sector and the length.
It was counting the circle as a word, I think.
What? How?
I legitimately think it counted the circle as a word.
It really did because see how it's all one piece? Let's try this one more time. better than the defer,
That is hard.
whatever that is. I think I just made up a word.
Maybe it's a piece of a diesel.
What if it's like the opposite of refer? Like you don't want that, like don't go to that person. They did a horrible job. You defer them.
Ah, a shout. Shout.
Sorry, I forgot to do this.
Oh, cause it's duh.
Or are you finding? Oh
Did you
yeah.
spell arc wrong?
No, they did.
I think you did.
No. Don't let me return it to show you my C.
Isn't it ARCH?
No.
That's an arch. That's like McDonald's
I
called
thought
an
the H was
arch.
silent.
Thank you so much.
Is it the H silent? Is that what you said? No!
Okay, so divide.
Did you not forget the H?
I never knew that. I thought the H was always silent.
So instead of saying hi, you say I. Hi there, everybody. Is that what parts say? Aye, matey. Aye, aye, Captain. It's like, hi, Captain.
Are we still straight?
Yeah.
So informative.
Hi, everybody.
I.
I'm gonna have some A. Because I'm an horse. And horses love A. Horses love A.
I'm just gonna like everything that has an H.
I really got that.
Nobody.
Yes,
So it'd be
Chris.
like Henry or Henry.
Unfair eat it.
You see?
Eat it. Eat it.
I don't know what this is. I'm sure it's something.
What?
That's just a, wow, okay.
Wait, what?
He's like, you want me to get closer?
I'm not sure, and I don't know what it
This
says.
is the sum of all of these. So you have to start at 0, so that's 1.
He's reading his body.
Happy 4th day?
I think it's the
Oh, snap.
Because it's the
Pie?
yeah, because it's the rankings that have decided.
Glitter on nothing.
What did you
Let
say?
me write it down right now.
Well, right now,
He's like solving it.
What you looking
No, I needed focus. I
You're cheating on me?
cheating on Carol.
Oh,
Get it right.
damn, I feel special. I should be
So the area is 9 pi, right?
Me needing fellowship.
Everybody turned around and was like, what?
Read it. Alright.
It's like some bonus.
That's such an ugly name. Gladys. I'm gonna make it Gladys.
I had a friend named Gladys.
Okay, this girl.
G-Y-S.
This girl that I've known for like 4 years walked up to me yesterday, and she was like, I can't remember your name. I think it's like Gladys or something. And it's like the ugliest name I know. Like, should I be offended that she thought my name was that ugly?
That's not an ugly name.
It's an uglier name than Edith.
It's like
Edith's not ugly.
Edith's an old lady name.
I've never met an old lady.
you have to grow into it.
It's like Gertrude.
Okay, your new name is
If you call me Gladys, this pencil is going places you don't want it to.
What? Are you just staring at me? I can't say
I swear to
anything.
God.
Edith.
You got that on camera. I don't care.
Gladder.
We'll call you GLaDOS.
GLaDOS?
You gotta call her like a cute old lady name.
Gertrude.
Gertrude.
Gertrude. Okay,
Okay, I got the areas 9 pi.
here we go.
Have to do the other one.
For the sector, pi radius squared, so 36 pi divided by 4. And you can do that, can't you?
Yeah.
What's that, like 9?
Yeah.
9 pi. So the area is 9 pi. For the length of the arc, that's 12 divided by 4, so 3 pi.
Yeah.
And you're done.
Can I call you our chef?
I got it right.
We need to his ship name?
I got it left.
Mr. Munoz.
What's up?
I'm confused how you got
What's
the
his ship
3
name?
high.
It's all in the wrist.
Think of one.
If you, it's like a whipping action.
I will bite you. She has pets. Edith, we're trying to think of a ship name. Edith, I'm doing it.
Okay, so circumference is diameter times pi. The diameter is 12, but we have 90 degrees here, which is a quarter of the circle. So I just divided it by 4, so that is 3 pi. Okay? Awesome.
Aren't we so
Yeah, boss.
How do you know to divide by 4?
Well, again, the whole circumference is 12 pi, right? How much of this do I want? How much is this? It's 90 degrees of 360. Well, if you simplify that, that's a quarter. So when you multiply 1 times 12 pi, it's 12 pi over 4.
You guys
Good?
didn't know to read it first.
All right, cool. Questions on this? Thank you for the fantastic conversation.
Edith is just